thought we might get a dog here, but too many cattle, I think. Cattle everywhere. All quiet. Amazingly, they didn't wreck either of those traps. Come out here on top of this rise, and this is what I've been looking for. Look at the tracks here of dogs, a whole beaten pad, all dog tracks on top of dog tracks. Hunt him up. Okay, we'll set that one there, very basic, just looped onto that dead log, and I'll put some lure, probably some duck's gut, something food based, on the end of the log. Stepping stick on this side. I've got another stick to sort of direct them in and try and get a dog to walk between this stick here on the side and the log on the other side. Righto, 2 good traps in there, and a trail camera, and I think these dogs here are working in a really big loop. I think there's a big loop, but there's a good pack of them. And it's just, I'll try and get traps on every one of the sort of like possible tracks that they could be using. Not that they have to use a track, they could be using a cattle track, they could be using a wallaby track to get sort of down off this main sort of escarpment, but I think they will be using these pretty well defined tracks if they can, so we're in with a good chance. This is the sort of thing that you find out in the scrub. I'd love to have one of those lying around in my paddock. It would never get cold. Well, that's hopeful. There's tracks over the top of our tracks from last night, so it'll be interesting to see whether they've gone that extra step that's needed. Right, it doesn't look like they've fallen for the trap. They have not come up. This is interesting. Nothing. Trap there's alright. Pig, nothing. Tracks to here. Come right to here. They haven't gone that extra step needed. Sat here. Gone all around it. But we have got ourselves a cat. Right, well, it might take a few days for these dogs to be game enough to come and commit themselves. They've gone right around this thing. Tracks are everywhere, but they, haven't committed. But the cat was silly and it's been caught. No, no, no. Enough heroics out of you. We're heading out now on day 3. This is checking night 2. And I've got the lovely young Dutchie here with me today, being my goppy, my gate opening person. And she works on this property. Does more work than all the blokes from what I hear. Is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
That's right. Yeah, keeps them all in line.
Definitely.
Let's see if we can get something this morning.
Fingers crossed.
What do you reckon? Hey?
That's pretty good.
That's good. We got our first dog. back foot catch. Only been this morning by the look, so just give him a shot. Okay, on the drag. And it's only the fourth trap we've checked for this morning. He's only shifted it, just there. It's only 10 feet. Good lump of a big dog too. Big hard dog. Look at that. First dog you've seen trapped, eh?
Pretty good.
Cool bananas. Yeah, big hard dog. Right, we're on the books. We've started. Righto, well there's probably another one maybe this morning. This is good. It's always good to get a dog like that in close, and this is only, what, a kilometre or so from the, well, it's between the two homesteads, and right in the Wagyu, just start here in the next paddock. So that's a very important dog to get out of the system. Big hard old dog. We need a colour change now. Let's see if we can get a black and tan one or a big yellow one. Right? There we go. We came down to this gateway here. A lot of cattle sign, but there's one set of dog tracks on the road, so we reckon we'll put two traps in there. So we'll call this one the bottom gate set. We'll head round and see what else we've got now, Dutchie.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good? All right. You can navigate. Come on, where are we going to go? Traps set up here, just up on top of this bank under a fallen tree. Nothing obvious. Nope. I thought I was going to catch a dog. This would be where it was, but it doesn't look like it. Dang. Proved me wrong again. My idea was that if these dogs are really hawky here, magna gland's something they'll smell from a long distance, and if they come in to investigate, they probably won't come in real close, and I'm expecting if we do get a dog here that it'll stay, well off that trap. So I've just put a little bit of debris there to one side and just set it straight in, screwed it in. Only one trap, because I don't want to be here too long. I just want to get one in and out, and let's try and catch a real cunning dog in that one. You gonna recover? Hey? You gonna survive?
That stunk.
It's not that bad. Come on. Hey? I've smelt worse. Like a 2-week-old dead skunk. Right?
Smells like 2-week-old dead skunk.
That's what it's made out of. Old dead skunk. Right, we're starting the next leg of the line here. I've just put one in on the side of this track here. It goes through the middle of this property, so there's quite a few dogs that work this way, and I see tracks on the road there, so put one trap in right on the side of the road with a bit of DG lure, and let's go along this fence line here and see if we can see some more tracks coming in from the national park side. Some of our viewers that have been with us for a few years now would recall a really big dog that I wounded up here. He's on the side of the road early one morning, and the dogs were on him. I think it was Skunky, and I'm sure now it was probably 3 dogs, and they couldn't hold him. He was a big dog. I hit him a couple of times and lost him in the Burrum bush. but yeah, this is an area that's noted for really big dogs, really big, hard, tough dogs. What'd you do? You got yourself a pig, did you? Hey? Get yourself a boar. Pretty good lump of a boar. Hey? Not much tusk, a little bit. Good dogs, hey? Did you have fun? Good dogs. No, that's enough. That's enough. Come on. Yeah, in truck. Well, we dragged this pig now for about probably 5-6 kilometres, and the sign down on the main track, so we've set up down there, and I've come right up here to the furthest dam, probably towards the boundary, and there was tracks everywhere here, a lot of fresh stuff, probably, yeah, last night, this morning. So we've got the pig here. I'm going to try and set it up here somewhere where somehow to try and keep these cattle off it. It's going to be difficult, but it'll be a possibility if we can get these traps to last 1 or 2 nights. Give it a bash. 2 traps here, I think. So this is worth a go. Cattle might still wreck it, but we can only try. There's not many other places I can find around here that I can actually get a carcass or somewhere in that the cattle can't directly get at. I've just got to try and trick them with this one. Yeah, I don't think this is a coincidence. Look at this. I think these guys are just following down the smell of that pig that I just dragged. Okay, well this is the end of day 3. I'd have probably 45 traps in now, and yeah, all on sign, so it's looking pretty good. I found a lot more sign over here now. If I was going to estimate how many dogs are on the line, I'd be saying somewhere between 10 and 20. So I think, yeah, we're set up now for probably a 10 to 15 tally if things go right. Yeah, only 2 nights down, one dog caught so far, and a cat, and 7 pigs. So I think I'll have an early night. We'll get back right on dark and try and download some footage and get a few things ready. So thank you everybody for your support. I'm trying to improve the quality of the video and the audio that I'm putting together here. Learning as I go along. It's a big steep learning curve for me. I was not trained at all in this type of work, so this is, yeah, it's all sort of put your foot in the water and see how deep it is. We're out here now. This is day 4, checking the results of night 3. Come on, critters, who wants to come out? Well, sit, Jigger. And Jigger is my granddaughter's dog. Come here, Jig. Trumpy, Brandon, and Brandy. Come on, Brandy. Good girl. Suzuki has stopped forward motion. Not sure what's wrong with her. Things are right out of whack now. Damn, Trumpy's just gone chasing wallabies. He's going to get in trouble when he gets back. We'll grab a few more traps and ties, and we'll get started on checking these traps today. I wouldn't be surprised we've got 1 or 2 dogs here today. I think it's going to be the change of the program. Well, we've gone past 3 traps there, nothing, and heading back now to where we caught the dog yesterday morning. And it's quite possible that the dog I'm chasing up here is that same one I caught yesterday. It's only probably 3 kilometres away, which is nothing for a dog. It'll do that in 5 minutes. So I might be chasing ghosts up here now. One of those areas of Queensland that revolves very heavily around the mines, the big coal mines that bring in a lot of the wealth of Queensland. And yeah, we produce all this terrific coal and we sell it off for next to nothing to other countries so they can get their manufacturing sort of hub going to the point where they can take all our industries off us and then sell us all our products back. I think it's absolutely crazy where we're blessed with such a great resource here in many ways. The coal, the oil, natural gas, iron ore, you name it, and give it all away. Seems crazy. And I know a lot of you people feel the same way, that we're so sick of seeing this great country ripped off by other countries. And a lot of it comes down to the greed of our politicians who get in a position of power and they cut deals that seem to bolster up their own bottom lines. And I think we've turned into just about a laughing stock where we should be one of the strongest countries in the world, and in many ways we are. For our size, we're pretty weak. Now I see what Donald Trump's doing over in America, and a lot of people, I see them, they're just going off their tree. They hate him. They're just deranged. It's absolutely deranged. For better or worse, he's a businessman and he's got his faults, but he's certainly got his strengths, and he's putting his country first. There's all these people now I see that are coming up with all just big conspiracy theories about how he's setting the country up and ripping it off. I see the team of people that he's got around him, that he's put around him, a lot of good young people. The people that'll be there for many, many years to come to lead that great country. And I just wish we could have something like that ourselves. We've got one of the worst, weakest politicians that I have ever seen in my years, has just been voted back as Prime Minister, and I just cannot believe it. It's just, we've just turned a corner, a bad one, to start heading downhill really badly. And I really had hoped we'd see our country turn around. We're not going to see it. A good shower of rain over the top of this. That trap's okay. And that trap's okay. Well, nothing's been back overnight, and they've had a good shower of rain here. I'd say they've had probably 5 or 10 millimetres of rain here. I don't know where that came from. Must have been just a little storm that came past. Well, I've got up here to where I left that pig last night, put up a bit of a cattle guard, and the cattle have been here. They have messed the place up, but they haven't wrecked it. So if it survived the first night, it might just be right. It looks like they've had, I reckon, the best part of 10-15 millimetres of rain up here. It's breezy. I wouldn't have come up here straight away if I'd known that it was wet like this, because you chop the roads up, and I really do hate chopping roads up. It's hard enough to get a good road in the bush to drive on. The last thing you want to do is mess them up. Bit of a side track coming in here, and I thought, well, this is the sort of place that a dog might come in on. So I'm coming up to the place where it meets the main track. I've put a drag there with a little bit of magnet core, one trap and a squeaker. So this is just a single floater trap to maybe catch a dog that's floating. Okay, got a little dog's been on this track overnight. It's hard to see that track, it's just barely a whisper on the ground. but it's there. You can see the imprint of the main pads and just the tip of the toe marks on it. So, and it's fresh. It's real fresh. There's that track there. There. There's a great little creek crossing here. I've caught probably 4 dogs here. I think at the moment this laneway here doesn't have any cattle in it, so it's probably a good chance that I can put traps here without getting too badly disturbed. But I can look over here and I can see where there's been a pig, so they could wreck it. But yeah, I think this is good for probably 2 or 3 traps in here. It'd be a really good spot. See, one dog through there. Just stepping in his own tracks. There's been a pig. Pig's gone through there. There's older dog tracks. Could be that we're dealing with 2 dogs, or 3 dogs maybe. So let's set up as if it's 3 dogs, and we can catch the first one and then maybe tempt the second one as well. And hopefully this poor pig leaves us alone. Well, that's those 3 sets in. I've got one over the far side there on a root of a tree. On the right hand side, I'll put some magna gland on that. One on the left hand bank here, and there was a bit of scat there. So old scat and tracks right past it. So I've tucked one in on the edge of the bank, and that's some DG lure there. And then I've come up away about 10 metres and I've put another one up here on a tree just with urine. And what I'm hoping is we'll get a catch here. If it's a second dog and it's a bit spooky, it might go and sit up on top of this bank where it can watch its mate in the trap, and I'm likely to get that one too. So each of them I've taken the watering can and I've watered down each one because we've had that shower rain, and I've disturbed the dirt, and it really looked like it was disturbed compared to the ground that's had a shower rain across it. So I run the watering can across it to help kill my scent, but also it puts that pattern on it that it looks like after you've had a shower rain. So they've been blended in quite well, and you'll see also that where I've been walking through here, I've tried to walk right on where the vehicle tracks will go as I walk back to do that one back and forwards. So there's a lot of tracks in the sand. Now, I'm sure that the dogs pick up on tracks. I'm sure they look at stuff, they notice patterns. So what I've done is I've walked on the vehicle tracks, so as I drive through there now, I'll knock all those tracks out and it'll be just a set of vehicle tracks. The next 2 dams that are around here, we've caught some big strong dogs in the past. So hopefully I can get through. This track might be washed out too. I don't think there's anybody been through here since the big rain. We shall see. Doesn't look too bad. I've said that before, come unstuck. Coming along this fence line here, I noticed fresh tracks right along the top of my tracks from yesterday. I reckon 2 dogs have come through here overnight. I let the dogs out and they've come straight over to this tussock here. And everybody was looking at that tussock, but Brandy stayed there a lot longer. She really was interested. Now they've all gone and taking a mess and that out to one side here. Good dogs. Good dogs. Righto. I want this to be a place of interest. If these dogs come back here, I want them to spend a good bit of time right here. And yeah, see if they will. I'll put 2 traps here and we'll see if we can get one. Good dogs. Up, 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 up. Jigger, jigger. Jigger, up, up, up. Jigger, 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 jigger. And Brandy. When I first came round here a couple of days ago, I noticed good tracks on this line, and I've set 1, 2, 3 spots along here with the hope that these dogs would come back. So righto, they have come back here overnight, so we've got a really good chance to pick one up in these next couple of sets here. What do you reckon, dogs? Hey, what do you reckon? We just come along this pretty rough piece of track here, and there's big dog tracks, real big dog tracks. Yeah, good sign. I think now I'm starting to think we've got 20 dogs on the line. So I'm expecting things to start happening. Might be a pack that's just moving through, or maybe they've just come back into this area. This is the stretch of road where this young local guy caught 8 dogs 2 months ago, just on this stretch. So there's definitely dogs back in here now. Bogey, 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 bogey. Who wants a bogey? Who wants a bogey? Bogey, bogey. Nothing like a bogey. Looks like they had a reasonable shower of rain here last night as well. I'd say 5 or 10 mils, but it looks like there's fresh dog tracks along the road here. I'm hoping that this set pattern down here will fire, or has fired. There's definitely some tracks back here since we were here last, so fingers crossed. Trumpy! 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 No! Trumpy, be quiet! Well, she certainly chewed the heck out of these little suckers. I often look at these dogs that look probably the most purebred of all the ones I see. I look at them and I say it's probably a shame to shoot you. Wish there was a better way. Now, we see a lot of theories going around by a lot of people saying if they, the dingoes can be such a great asset, and that they'll go back to eating native wildlife and all this, and it's a bunch of Billy Lebo, okay? It's a BS, bullshit. Great theories, and it's good to push that rhetoric for these people because they get funding for it. They're getting a lot of money thrown at them, so they'll say anything. The truth of the matter is these dogs came here. These dogs are not native. They're not, how do I say? Well, they're not a marsupial, okay? They were brought here by Aboriginal people, and most agree that it was under 4,000 years ago. So we were brought here as well. We've only been here a couple of 100 years. So where is the cut-off point? Is it when we've been here 1,000 years, are we suddenly native? Or are we native when you love the country and you try and do the best thing for it that you can? If these things would just behave themselves and not kill stock, right? Then I'd be out of a job. But while they're killing stock, we've got to keep their numbers down, not eradicate them, keep them down.